Happy February 10th, everybody. Good morning. What I'm going to share with you is a little bit heavy, a little bit heavier than my usual post. Today is called profiling. Hate in our own backyard. You know the phrase preaching to the choir? Well, I think that's what most of us do here on these platforms. The people that follow us or that want to hear us or watch us, they're usually like us. That's why they follow us. But today I'm hoping that somebody sees this that is not like us, not like me. Somebody that might not even agree with my statements here. I'd like people to see this that wake up every day and think that the civility and the respect and the kindness is just grand in America. They wake up and think that we got it. We're treating each other with great respect. For generations, we've been seeing the decline of respect and care amongst people. And for decades, we've been fighting for the rights of people, equality, and for all human concerns. Words. I can't say it enough. How we speak and what we say and how we say it matters. Sentences filled with hate and filled with confusion, or sentences that are formed to shock or strike fear, never made good children's books. As you know, well, first, most of you know, or now you do, I'm gay. I have a husband. We're gay because we're two men. And in this world, just as close as a few months ago, or sometime last year, I had this feeling that, finally I can just totally get rid of the shame, that our world was progressing, that we were getting to a place where no matter who you were, you would be accepted and loved. But let me tell you, I will leave this house today with my head held high, knowing that I am a good human being and that God loves me just the way I am. I will not allow America going backwards to hurt myself or Andres. We're good people who work for America, and we're full humans who wake up each day and try to make the world a little bit of a better place, which is more than what some people, straight or gay or whatever, do. Because we're human before we are labeled anything. Also, Andres is Latino, and he is a full American citizen. He and his family came here many years ago, and in the first few years they lived here, they had to keep 3 jobs a day just to make their lives work. And now all of them are extremely successful, living beautiful lives, and they contribute to the world. The other day, where we work, a place here in Loudoun County, where we've been 1,000 times, where every day we feel completely safe and loved. We're very privileged to live in this environment around here. Andres was just going out the door and walking. I think he was carrying something to his car, and he was approached by 2 teenage boys, older teenage boys. They stared at him. They went up to him and said, "Hey, you better run. ICE is here." And they ran off and laughed. Andres was not scared of the boys or ICE. But this, my friends, especially for my friends that enjoy the tone that is set in America, this is what happens when adults teach children divide and hate. Every word we say vibrates in the future hearts of children. The tone of how we are being told to live is dark, and we must be the light. I know, almost impossible to even think straight nowadays, with slams of complete wipeouts of people's jobs and institutions and rules and laws, lies and confusing and hateful rhetoric, bird flus and plane crashes and blips of Super Bowls, and your favorite Netflix premiere is about to happen February 16th, White Lotus. We have these little blips and we hold on to them, little blips of happiness. When Andres told me this, my heart sank, but only for a second, because I know he's strong. It's not the biggest surprise. For looking like you come from South America to some families is to say you're illegal. You work on a farm, you might be a criminal, you might not belong here. It's just sad that it's everywhere. And finally, I'm speaking for a lot of people here. Don't tell me what Christian is. When I was a child, I loved Sunday school. I loved the parables and all my years of being formed by the values I learned from God. I learned love, to love everyone and forgive and to gather and to create and believe. The Jesus I know and the God I know is not happy about how things are going down here and are very upset about any human being seen less than. But this is all happening in this moment because we are to bring the light to the dark. And I know it is hard for many of us, even makes us feel insane how many people are committed to the dark being the light. Listen, things need to be fixed. Things need to be changed. Things weren't going great. But this is all happening with dark. So it's up to us to be the light each day. Andres never got to say a word to those boys, but they are just an example of how light and a joke people's lives have become in this environment today. We must take each life with utmost importance, no matter color, sexual identity, religious belief, or anything thereafter, because we are humans, all here trying to make it each day, living together. In high school, I had a great history teacher, and there was one class where he talked about the Great American Experiment, and in that class I finally got it. As he talked about the other countries and how privileged we were to have what we had. We have more than anyone else in the world. That we were the place for peace and the gathering of all kinds. That we were the place you could be yourself. That my grandfather and his family could come over in 1910 off of a boat from Italy and start a life. All I can do is this little monologue this morning. Make the lives of who I work with better, and maybe be a storyteller who can maybe bring some light into the world. But you must do something too. Start with telling and teaching our children about love and acceptance, and what words are wrong, and how to treat another human. And that this careless world we are living in does not have to be like this. Be careful with your words. A child will use them against each other and you. Careful of there's this great song for all my music theater people, friends out there, Sondheim, from Into the Woods. Careful the things you say, children will listen. Many of you out there love Andres. Next time you see anyone that may look similar to him, think about this. And think about what you need to do to change others' views on people who may look or be different than us. I'm going to give you a 20-second hug. 20, 19, 18, 17. Come on, pull it in here. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Hug somebody today. 8, 7, 6. Somebody of a different color. 5, 4, 3. And use kind, loving words. 2, 1. Have a great day.